Hello, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm the owner of the TrustIsYou.com and a podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. My goal is to teach as many Americans about the Spendthrift Trust. Unfortunately, most people have never heard of this, so if you have pen and paper, please start taking notes. I will go live November 14th, 4 p.m. East Coast time on Zoom. You can go register for that at www.thetrustisyou.com/save. I'm going to go over my slide deck. I'm going to share, open it up for question and answering. I will not bring anybody live onto this platform. The last time I did it, they were naked. Yikes. Kind of interesting. I'm like, that's all you have? That's a whole different story. So what I want to teach you about is the Spendthrift Trust. It is legal. It is copywritten, and it's the IRS Tax Code 643B. This trust has been around for generations. The law firm I work on behalf of has inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023. They started while we were a colony. The history of the trust. It comes from England way back when King Henry VIII, yes, the same king who got in trouble for chopping off his wives' heads, started up the Church of England. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went back to the trust. They went back to the Magna Carta and said, no, King Henry VIII, you can't do this. It's contract law from England, came over to the United States while we were still a colony. This is in the IRS Tax Code. Most people do not realize the current IRS Tax Code went into effect February of 1913, was only supposed to be around for 6 years, in the Barron families. The Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys put this into the tax code. 643B, way up at 643B, because they wanted to continue saving taxes. I'm not making fun of any accountants. I'm dyslexic. I would never be an accountant. I transpose numbers. But most accountants work in the 300, 400 level and work with people who are filing 1040 tax returns. With the Spendthrift Trust, you will file a 1041 tax return. We have accountants who know how to do this, who will work with you and work with your local CPA if you want to work with them or whatever is happening there. Now, I'm going to discuss 5 trusts very quickly because I want to get all this information out there. But with any of these trusts, you're going to save in 4 very important ways. Please write this down. Number 1, you're going to save federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Who doesn't want to save federal taxes legally? It's an amazing thing. Number 2, all your information is going to be kept private. Unfortunately, there is a false rumor out there that your LLC, S Corp, or C Corp is private. Oh, I can write a Freedom of Information letter to the Secretary of State or the Corporation Commission in your state and say, tell me about this LLC. They will give me your name, address, your phone number, and your email, whatever you wrote with the state. That's statutory law. The trust does not hold statutory law, just to let you know. Number 3, I can't stop you from being sued, but you will pay no judgments if you are sued. Because the old adage from Nelson Rockefeller, own nothing, control everything. This trust is a fantastic thing. Just think of, this could be a bad example. Maybe y'all are too young to remember this. O.J. Simpson. He was acquitted for killing his wife and Ron Goldman. When the Goldman family sued him for $135 million, that was a frivolous lawsuit. And then crazy OJ actually went to jail several years ago for breaking into a Las Vegas hotel room. That was an individual. They didn't affect any of his assets in the trust. That's just to give you an example. And number 4, probably the most important way, because nobody's talking about this. If you don't know about the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act that starts January 1st of 2024, if you have any of the trusts, you don't have to do this paperwork year after year after year. Again, I have a slide for this, so if you come to my meeting November 14th at 4 p.m., you'll see the slide. But this is part of the 2020 Anti-Money Laundering Act from the Department of Treasury. If you're an established LLC, doing business as, or corporation, you don't have to file the paperwork until January 1st of 2025. If you start a new LLC, doing business as, or corporation in 2024, you have 30 days to do the paperwork or be fined $10,000 or 2 years in jail or both. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. They haven't even announced this yet. So again, this is why I'm telling people about the Spendthrift Trust. You don't have to do the paperwork. Now, to put more salt into your wounds, any bank or credit union only has to report an account they think might be money laundering. I'm a real estate investor. I have money going in and out of my account very, very fast. They just have to report that to the Financial Crimes Network. This is a department of the Treasury. The Financial Crimes Network will investigate that. If they find out they think it's money laundering, they'll seize the assets and sell them. When they sell those assets, that bank will make 35% on the sale of those assets. The banks are in cahoot with the federal government. Yikes. This is why everyone should know about the Spendthrift Trust. This is why I go live and repost this every place I go. So, the Spendthrift Trust is legal, copywritten in the IRS Tax Code 643B. The first trust, the business trust, is for any business owner or 1099 income earner who is making more than $7,500 a year. This is going to save you at least 70% on your federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Once you start taking deductibles, you're going to get up to 90 to 95%. You don't want to be at zero. That's what like a former president of ours who got in trouble for that. So you're going to start saving money. Also state income taxes too, if you get everything in your trust. In 2022, I saved 92% on my 1099 income. I run 3 online businesses. I saved 92% and only paid 8% to the federal government. Some examples for you, just to give you an idea. A real estate agent who sold a house on August 31st, 2022 saved $3,906 in 1099 income earner. Fantastic. A business coach is saving $58,726 every single year on a 1099 income earner. An Etsy store or Etsy person who's doing reselling earrings. I don't know if you can see my little earring. She is going to be saving over $13,500 every single year at her current sales rates. What if her business keeps growing and growing and growing? She'll save more. A gentleman with 4 sub shops, a franchisee, is going to save over $31,200 every single year at 70%. Beautiful thing. A person who's doing Amazon store, animal chew toys, she's going to be saving, she's doing $20,000 a month. $20,000 a month she's making. She's going to save $42,900 a year. A gentleman who sells commercial lighting. He's in Illinois, so he's saving state taxes, and he's going to save federal taxes. He's going to save over $35,700 a year. He only works 3 days a week. Now he's going to start working 5 days a week. A gentleman who bought 12 HVAC company with 12 trucks. Listen to this. Because he got the Spendthrift Trust, he's going to save 6 figures in federal taxes, $187,100 a year because he got the Spendthrift Trust. It's an amazing thing. This is everyone with the business trust. The business trust is for business owners and 1099 income earners. They're going to save at least 70% on their federal taxes and get it up to 90 to 95% when they start taking deductibles. Again, I'm inviting you out to my website, www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling, to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me to see how much I could be saving you in federal taxes with the business trust. Now, how I found out about this is because I'm a real estate investor. True story, back in 2018, my oldest nephew got married. My mom and dad drove from Goodyear, Arizona to Charlotte. My mom got sick. She was on the ventilator for 13 months, in a hospital for 15 months. When her first month statement came, it was 27 pages thick. It said her first month in the hospital was $172,000. Thank God my dad had TRICARE for life. He was a retired military officer. My mom was getting the best care possible. I'm standing in their kitchen and I'm like, yikes. I have $184,000 in debt. I have a mortgage. I have credit card debt. I have student loans, 2 car payments. My brand new 3-week-old car, going to work in Phoenix, Indian School Road, major east-west road, the second car on a green light, going to work, 7:30 in the morning. A guy who was drunk, high, and no insurance ran the red light, T-boned my car on the passenger side. I wasn't injured, but all of a sudden I had to get another car because public transportation in Phoenix is not very good. So 2 car payments. Right then and there, I called my friend Glenn and said, I need to find out about real estate investing. So 2019, I'm still working full-time as a Medicare broker, and I wholesaled 7 houses, bank-owned houses in the United States. Yay, Sally, I paid off all my debt. Bad Sally, I got on a payment plan with the IRS for short-term capital gains. Hence the title of my podcast, Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. That's my story. With the Spendthrift Trust, the following taxes are going to be saved year after year, generation after generation. No longer paying short-term or long-term capital gains. You won't pay interest income if you're a passive investor, doing the BRRRR strategy, seller financing, or creative financing. You will no longer pay dividend income. If you are in the stock market, you get paid dividends for dividend companies. You're a day trader. You're doing binary trader or futures trading. You will no longer pay rental income. Short term, if you have Airbnb. Long term, if you have 10 doors, 20 doors, or 50 doors. Yes, rental income people, you will be able to take depreciation on your taxes just like you do with your LLC. But remember, your information's private. They won't know how many properties you have, and you'll pay no judgments. What if the renter's dog gets out and bites somebody, or someone falls down the stairs? You won't have to pay any liability. And then finally, royalty income. If you are an author, a songwriter, a playwright, you're in the NFT world, NFT crypto, NFT real estate, NFT artwork. If you have mineral rights and royalty, I get paid royalties for selling this trust. I don't have to pay royalty income. An amazing thing. Now, I have to tell you, in the United States, it's a taboo subject to talk about death and taxes. Just to let you know, profits, what's being saved is between 10% to 37%, 7 different layers, and 4 ways to file your taxes. So it gets very, very confusing. Think of this. At 4 ways to file your taxes, 7 layers, 4 times 7, yikes, God, I just tried to do math and I just messed up. 32 different ways to file your taxes. Yes, I can do math in my head a little bit. I'm dyslexic, remember? So I am inviting you to set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. You'll go out to my website, www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. Get on my calendar. I am here to help as many U.S. business owners, 1099 income earners, and investors to save federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. It's an important thing. I told you there were 5 trusts, so real quick, I'm going to go over this again. The third trust is a charitable trust where you can get grants that you'll never have to pay back. Beautiful thing. This is what I'm doing with my other website. If you want to go out there to www.learnwithsallymarie, one time, $10, 3 recruits, you make $20,080. And the crypto tree. Yes, it's a pyramid, but it's a crypto tree. Or that's the charitable trust. A 4th trust is going to be the senior trust. If you're over 65 and making too much money from your Social Security, wages, pensions, 401k withdrawals, SEP withdrawals, capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rental income, royalties. If you make more than $91,000, it's going to affect your Part B of your Medicare. Part A is your hospital stay. Part B is your doctors and your medical tests. That's the senior trust. And then the final trust is a real estate trust if you're going to have like a syndication or anything like that. Again, the information I'm giving you, I want you to save federal taxes. Please go out to my website, www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. I take you out to NerdWallet to show you your tax, to show you the tax formula we use. When you set up the appointment, I'm going to give you a copy of the book, What the Rockefellers Do. I'm going to give you 2 pages of case law to give to your CPA or your financial advisor, and I will give them, this is a textbook. There are over 1 million attorneys in the United States. Only 4% of the attorneys are trust attorneys. A textbook that I give a reference to. This is not for everybody, just for the CPA or financial advisor. It's Scott and Asher on Trust, 5th edition. In the book, a textbook, there's going to be a chapter on the Spendthrift Trust. I will also give you articles from Forbes magazine. The articles talk about the Spendthrift Trust and how legal it is. In the Forbes magazine article, they talk about you should be making at least $3 million. Oh, no, 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 no. Just to give you an idea, if you're a real estate investor and you wholesale a house for $50,000 and you're filing married jointly and are 22%, think of this. You wholesale a house at $50,000, you will pay $11,000 in short-term capital gains. You do that twice in 1 year, you've paid for the trust. So I am inviting you to set an appointment with me at www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling to see how much money you could be saving year after year after year. You do not need to have this. I just want to tell as many Americans how the rich save money. Remember, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys put this in the tax code so they can continue to save money. People like O.J. Simpson, President Trump, they have this trust. Why shouldn't you and I have this trust? Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned something. Have a beautiful day. Take care.